want one more fight before I get to go home, and he's going back to Iran after this fight. That's going to be great.
We look at the matchup board, everything relatively even. These two fighters in the prime of their life. Will they make the most of the opportunity here at Samurai MMA Chapter 8? 5'8", 5'9".
He's not taller than me, man. He's not taller than me, but yeah.
So Nagata in the southpaw stance to start. He's going to throw a lead kick, and Mehdi's going to push forward.
And I'm surprised that Nagata's backing up against the fence.
Yeah, he's going to have to be on his bicycle.
Yeah, that he would not want to be there.
No. You try to take the center if you can, and yeah, maybe just circle from there, but like not really give Mehdi an opportunity. But you know Mehdi's going to strike. And you remember his first fight, he struck with Mauricio Cruz. He had no problems. So.
You have to remember, this guy has 3 times as many wins professionally as Mehdi has.
And he's got to inflict damage immediately if you're Nagata.
Got 4 times the experience.
That's right.
Like 9-6 and 1 and 2, so that's how 20 fights about.
But Mehdi does have some high-level competition experience, obviously, being Iran's.
Like one of the best Greco-Roman wrestlers that came out of Iran.
And you heard that smack to the cup?
That happens in Mehdi fights.
Unintentional, of course. Nagata just trying to recover as quickly as possible.
Nagata has some big wins over his career. He has some wins in the, I believe he was fighting, not Pancrase, but the other Japanese.
I think he fought for Shuto, and he even fought for like one of the, like, I don't listen to one, so I couldn't tell, but like one of the one shows that's not like the main show, but like what a Warrior series or something like that. I don't know what it consists in, but yeah, he fought for some major promotions in Asia, and he's now residing in London, Ontario. Wonder how he.
And Sam Stout told me the last time he was in there, he said this guy gives everybody fits. He's very difficult for people to deal with inside of the cage.
Yeah, but like generally Japanese fighters are just so calm and crafty, and they look unassuming, but when you come into them and you're reckless,
you don't
like
want to get caught.
Mehdi is right now.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught underneath Mehdi and eating uppercuts. But that was a nice blitz in, although he got caught a little bit. And Mehdi is, like you said, this is his best position. He's so strong here. 3 finishes, and remember, one of them was like an armbar slam, 3 KOs. One of them is a knee from the clinch. So he could get you from anywhere.
And you hear Ronson saying relaxed. Nagata.
Save energy.
And he knows the game plan. He knows the strategy, not to be pinned up against the cage.
This will be interesting now, how Nagata can play this, because he just lasted a Mehdi clinch.
Yep. People get kneed and died from there.
And Jamie, if you are Nagata, are you just, it's all about traffic now, throwing stuff so that Zeidvand doesn't have an opportunity to set things up?
Especially Zeidvand, who likes to throw those big right hands. They're not so looping, but they're not really straight, and he comes in with the body lock. So you want to give him everything linear, and you made a good point. You got to be on your bicycle. You can't stay there. You throw a leg kick, don't eat your right hand. You got to be moving. Keep throwing through straight shots. Give him feints. That's a nice kick inside. That's going to make Mehdi think.
Great kicks, but Mehdi answered, and Nagata smiled at him, so you know that hurt.
And the game plan that Mehdi seems to be doing right now is going for the one big shot, and that could be some inexperience, where Nagata just seems to be tapping him, and getting out of the clinch.
Yeah, Nagata's doing some very good work in this first round.
If you're Mehdi, you gotta be, jabbing your way in, inch your way in, game of inches. Try to get in so you can get that body lock, or use your hands a little bit, because if you stay here and you wait for a big shot against a guy with 15 fights, it might be tough. But there's a nice kick.
And if you're Nagata, I would expect to
see big shots there, big looping shots.
Get off that cage.
Oh, and now he's already cut open from that. There's big shots, but again, Nagata can't eat too many of those, but if that's how Mehdi's throwing at you, Nagata might be able to see something.
Wow, that
nice
one
leg kick.
Impactful.
And these leg kicks are going to count at some point.
Yeah. Mehdi is so strong, though. Those right hands, as I say that, I'm not saying in a bad way. He does throw with so much power, and he's so strong.
Nagata doing very well here in round 1. But is it enough?
Yeah,
Are the optics?
What kind of sport do you say a guy's doing well where blood's dripping down the middle of his head? Well, you're right. He is. He really is.
Is there a fight where we did not see blood yet? Such like a very bloody night.
And it does feel like Mehdi's going for the big right hand.
Nagata, will we see him flash that knee to send a message that if Zeidvand comes in, you're getting knee to the skull?
And like you said, Mehdi's not shooting double legs. He's trying to box, and he throws a right hand that kind of Nagata rolls off. Nagata seems to be seeing everything.
Yep. And Mehdi's pretty bruised up on his leg as we see another leg kick here.
And you know what they say, the shots that hurt you are the ones you don't see. So Nagata seems to be seeing everything. As much as he's bleeding, he does have better leg kicks, that's for sure.
And it's a term we hear in the gyms all the time, good vision. What does that mean?
Yeah. Great defense. Oh, that's a nice body shot. That was beautiful body shot by Mehdi. I mean, again, he's throwing it with full power, not setting it up, but that was a huge body shot.
Yeah, and Mehdi's doing, like, in the second half of the round, he's doing some better work here. I think it took a little wide for him to get going, but now he's more willing to throw, like, more than one punch, or at least try to.
He's going to try to win this round here. He heard the 10-second knock. There we go.
A very competitive back and forth round.
So we can, I think it's safe to say that Mehdi's in a fight.
Absolutely.
And like you said, Jamie, absolutely his biggest test, and you can see it in Mehdi's approach, and he's even got a small mouse under his eye, and you never see Mehdi just
Let's see here, a nice lead, stepping leg kick from the orthodox position by, and there's another leg kick by Nagata from the southpaw position. So he's mixing up leg kicks, but he's got to be careful in this position. Don't get caught underneath Mehdi. And there's a huge right hand that I think that's the one that kind of be hard to put Mehdi away. It's going to be hard to win this fight for Nagata. But, you know, he seems to be on some kind of path to get there. With the leg kicks especially. And again, Mehdi...
He's got to get Zeidvand's respect.
That's right.
That's for certain. He's got to do something to hurt Zeidvand.
Yeah. And look at Mehdi when he can get in those boxing exchanges and it becomes to a clinch. He's so confident because he knows, just right here, he knows I can just throw back punches because you're not going to take me down, which is really nice to have in the bag. Whereas Nagata, it's probably a big panic when he's in that body lock clinch, just because of how good Mehdi is. But again, Mehdi might start panicking when he starts leg kicking him. And there Mehdi says, come, throw those straight lefts down the middle. You're not eating, I'm not eating them. Little blitzing 1-2 by Nagata that Mehdi steps away from. Now Nagata's doing a lot of, and now Jesse just says, now you understand me. Because I think he's happy with Nagata's coming forward in those blitzes there.
I actually think he said you don't understand me because I think Nagata doesn't speak English.
Beautiful leg kick. I love that stepping leg kick that Nagata does. When he goes to orthodox, he just steps in with a leg kick. Now you don't want to get caught here against Mehdi because Mehdi's over under and he's got your back against the cage. And now
Jesse's trying to keep it super simple in the corner.
Jesse's what's the game again? Charades. He's playing charades against the cage, just telling him to breathe with his hands. I guess the universal sign of breathing when you're panicking, just kind of breathe. But Nagata's doing a great job so far. So is Mehdi, but this is a great fight, guys.
You can see the experience of Nagata. He's been in there with some good people, and there's just like not really one situation that's going to phase him.
But Mehdi looks like he's ready for an experienced fight like this too. So
This
is a perfect fight for Zeidvand.
Yeah, no, Mehdi's not. He's probably winning. Like he's not getting outclassed or anything. They both landed there. Good stuff.
There's a lot of fight left, guys. There's 8 minutes left, and we haven't seen Mehdi there. But you don't want to be on bond with Mehdi. And Mehdi also didn't like that leg lock there. He just stepped out of it when he was on top. So that could be telling something as he drops down to a double leg. And we might see
for the legs now, and then you're gonna.
But did he throw too much weight on it because he almost lost his balance?
Nagata, watch out.
To a leg lock.
Oh, you gotta be careful
if you're Mehdi, because that could be tight. That could be tight. He is over the knee line, which is good for Nagata, but Mehdi gets right out. It's very slippery at this point, guys.
He was never able to really secure the heel hook like under his arm, and it's a position that it's deadly, but it's easy to slip out of when there's blood everywhere, there's sweat everywhere.
And it just gave Nagata an option to be able to get out of that
Mehdi's taking some big breaths. Good point, John. It gives him an option. He says, hey, look, I got taken down, but if I burn to your legs, you panic.
Yeah, and you put that in the head of Mehdi too.
That's right.
You're like, if you take me down, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, and the more things you're able to try.
Look at these guys.
The tougher it gets for Mehdi, who's like thinking about all that, and he doesn't really want to commit to anything because he's thinking about all the techniques.
What else does this guy have in his back pocket?
Exactly. Like he's rolling for knee bars and everything. Like
now, Mehdi's going back to his bread and butter, which is keeping weight against the cage, a la Zuab Damani. But Damani ended up losing the fight in this style. So let's see what happens here because. A lot of fight left.
I feel this is good for Nagata because he's able to prevent the takedown. He's forcing Zeidvand to use energy, and then if he can... Oh, there.
Nice little exchange off the cage.
Nagata certainly has to do something here. As soon as there's a break, he's got to inflict damage, and he's trying.
Beautiful left hand to the body with the right hand over the top from the orthodox position. He can fight from both stances, guys.
Yeah, but as much as we felt like Nagata did some good work, like in the first half of the first round, since then, Mehdi's winning the striking, Mehdi's winning the grappling.
Right.
He's winning the fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a beautiful left hook shot, and Nagata's defending it. Nagata's just so experienced there. Beautiful takedown defense by Nagata, but he is eating shots, and I love the way Mehdi's going from from punches to takedowns to punches.
I was just about to say that he bailed on the shot and threw some hooks. You love to see the connectiveness.
Oh, there's a big swing and a miss by Nagata, and that one came from Japan. By maybe Tokyo Airways. I'm not sure, but that was a huge swing. Oh, and then Mehdi swings back.
Big right hand. Partially scores another right hand for Zeidvand.
I don't know if it slapped off the glove or off the face, but you don't want to get hit by those too much. Nagata just steps away from the leg kick, and he throws a leg kick. Now you don't want to throw leg kicks too open like that because you'll eat a right hand, but he gets away with it there, does Nagata. There you go again. A little pawing with the jab and throw right leg kick.
And almost telegraphs when he grits his teeth. It looks like it's coming.
Now John, the master sensei, I didn't even see that. It's true though, any telltales, any signs you're looking for. Especially at that level, you don't want to give anything away, that's for sure. And that was a great round, guys. We're in a big fight.
Yes, you love to see it. Because Mehdi, like you said, James, he had some good fights, some amazing performances, but not really the adversity in those fights. Yes, Samuel Gigai was super tough. Yes, Mauricio Cruz was super
There's
tough.
a leg kick from the orthodox position. He switches back southpaw, gives him a smile. And there's a big left hook off the kick by Mehdi Zeidvand. Mehdi comes forward, throws a right hand. Oh, and then these guys are exchanging as we'll go back to the clinch work. And we're going to see a big left hook double leg and then a punch on the way out.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Nagata defends everything there. But again, the pressure of Mehdi Zeidvand is so extreme. But Mehdi Zeidvand is 10 minutes in a hard fight against a very experienced fighter now who does have some confidence now, does Nagata, because he is landing some monstrous leg kicks.
No, absolutely, and like I said, there's some pushback. Like Nagata is defending, Nagata is attacking. He's giving it to Mehdi, and sometimes when you got these guys, they're dominant. You just wait for the moment that when there's somebody who can give it back to him. Like, is he gonna fold? Mehdi's like, we pretty much had a good doubt that he was not gonna fold because of all that he went through in his life, the training, everything. But now we got our confirmation, and that's some questions that you want to have the answers to like early in a guy's career.
Mehdi doing a great job. Oh, there he eats a leg kick and throws a right hand. Doing a great job of putting pressure in this fight.
Do we see Nagata take more risks here in round 3?
I love how Nagata saw that takedown. He gets his hips back so fast. And again, you're being cornered and squished against the cage, and you're able to create some space here. Look at that underhook he has on his left with his left side. Now he's going for almost double underhooks. I mean, I think he knows that Mehdi's going to have a hard time taking him down.
Yeah, Mehdi basically had to reactively take him down. Like landing a shot and the working against the cage. And wow, that was beautiful though. Like feeling that separation was needed and just landing some big strikes on the way out.
And Nagata's gonna go back to that leg kick. Oh, there's a big swing from Tokyo again. I think Nagata's going back to that leg kick. When he goes orthodox, he loves that leg kick. Oh, and he goes left hook.
And he's just swinging for the fence.
And now he's just kind of missing everything. He's just kind of almost desperate.
Mehdi was like, hey man, you kind of just kicked me in the balls there.
Oh, Mehdi's trying to call like, hey, there should be a foul there. I don't think he... Yeah, he kind of played into the referee. Look, that's only a warning. It's not a foul yet, not a lost point, but he told him, look, that was a blatant kick right to the groin area. And now Ronson wants Nagata to be busy. I think he thinks with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fight.
He's got to get busy.
Yeah.
Because again, I think we all believe that Zeidvand's up 2 rounds.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe closer than
nice leg kick
we
there.
anticipated.
That one Mehdi checks and it goes to the other leg. Yeah. We never know, John. We never know.
Yeah, you never know. You're right.
we're watching. We're watching so intently.
True, but based on what we're hearing from the corner of Nagata, Ronson's like, you've got to go. So maybe he even feels that his fighter's down.
That's the problem when you start to open up and put the pressure. That's the problem when you get comfortable and you land 1 or 2 strikes. You start falling in love with it and you forget that you're against an Olympic, you know, world-class wrestler. That's for sure. That's the problem. And now you're on the bottom. That was a beautifully timed takedown by Mehdi Zeidvand, who's in the full guard. Sort of a modified open guard here by Nagata, who's on the bottom.
And I always find it strange when fighters, you know, that maybe don't have a grappling background fight with the closed guard. You're stuck there. No. You're trapped.
And like, imagine saying, I want to keep Mehdi Zeidvand on top of me.
Yeah.
Like, that
well, this is the way to do it. Close your guard.
Yeah. Very difficult here. Mehdi's so strong on top. The pressure he's going to keep to stay on top in this fight.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm amazed by how Mehdi completed the takedowns like in the open air with leg attacks.
Did Alex Morgan also decisioned him?
Yep.
Yeah, so that could be just a big win if the MMA math is anything. You know, Alex Morgan is as good fighter as we have outside the UFC.
He should be in the UFC.
Yeah, and now you decision the same one that he did. Let's see if he inverts into a leg, does Nagata from here. Yeah, just I say he does, and
you just called that.
Yeah. I think Nagata knows now. This is going to be tough to get up, and he kind of regrets opening up so much with those big strikes because he got taken down.
Yeah, and Mehdi's base is so large, and that just makes him heavy by design.
And again, there's a jiu-jitsu philosophy that says sweep or submit if you're in this position. And he's looking for the sweep right there.
Yep, and he's having good attempts, but like Mehdi's, like he's been there before, and like I said, base so large, it's tough to bring him out of equilibrium if the guy is just so large on his legs and on his knees. And he's staying low too, which is not like the best way to deliver power, but is a very good way to
elbows from the bottom.
Yeah, that was a good elbows from the bottom.
Tony Ferguson elbows there.
It bruised Mehdi a bit, but
now Mehdi stands up.
He's gonna look for some big punches from there. Yes.
Oh, more leg lock.
Had to give up the position.
Yeah. What can Nagata do?
Let's see if Nagata goes RoboCop here. Oh, he shoots in.
Shoots for his own takedown on the wrestler.
Ill-advised, perhaps.
And he's gets taken down. Beautiful takedown.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah, beautiful. And now you have the wrestler on his back. Nagata goes inside single, and this might tell the judges something.
Jamie, you couldn't have been more right for that fight. Like, what a challenge for Mehdi.
Oh, yeah.
What an absolute challenge for Mehdi.
That's it.
Jesse wants elbows and
punches.
That was a great fight, guys. That was a great...
Mesdames et messieurs, après 3 rounds, nous allons à la décision des juges. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Blouin Girard scores 29-28. Les juges Blouin et Girard remettent des cartes de 29-28. Judge Woodburn remet une carte de 30-27. Judge Woodburn scores a 30-27. Hall, for your winner by unanimous decision, par décision unanime, Mehdi Zeidvand!
Mehdi Zeidvand remains undefeated in his mixed martial arts campaign.